Hello there everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos for my YouTube channel. It has been a while, but I'm starting to get back into the groove and I'm going to be making at least 2 videos a month. And my husband is making silly faces. So today's video is a really colorful video and I'm not using a lot of supplies. I'll be using one pattern paper and my gelatos, which I haven't used in a really long time. The first thing I'm going to do is pick out the colors which are also in the pattern paper, and I'm just going to draw a couple of random circles around the page. So I picked a yellow, a light pink, a darker pink color, and an aqua color. And I'm just adding a little bit of water and making the color just blend out a little bit. Now, I know some people prefer neo colors. I have them as well, and I do love them. But sometimes I like the effect of gelatos just a little bit more, and here I just really wanted to play with those. And I don't have as many color choices in my neo colors, so the gelatos just were a lot easier to pick out the colors from. They blend really well and they're really smooth. Now I am working on textured cardstock, so you will see the texture through the color. It won't have the same effect on a smoother paper, so if you prefer, you could use a smooth cardstock if you want to get that really smooth look. So here I'm just blending out all the colors, and I'm even twirling just a bit outside the color block just to give it some little twirls, and you get these nice little faded color around as well. It adds a little whimsical feel to it, a bit of kind of as if you're doodling. So I'm just going to continue with that. You can see the little swirls on the darker color a lot more. And you can just play around with your colors. Now once that's done, I'm just going to leave that to dry. I'm going to use my heat gun for that. It will dry really quickly. Adding a little bit of heat on the back side as well, so that it won't warp too much. I'm just playing around with the direction, and I'll probably go with the vertical direction for the layout. Just stapling down the pattern paper, gluing down my photo. And this is the die cut which I created especially for this layout. It's been a while since I used my silhouette, but because I got a new mat, I thought it was time to use it once again. I'll leave a link on my blog if you want to download the file for free. So just to continue the look with the circles, and I'm using a couple of my buttons. So I'm picking buttons in the same color, in the same tones as the gelatos, pinks and aquas and yellows, and I'm just placing them over the circles with the same color and just creating a flow over the page. Now I really love little details, and so before adhering the buttons to my page, I'm going to add thread to some of them, not to all of them, but just to a couple. And the larger button here, I just added a little bow. And for the others, I'm just going to thread it through the holes. It just adds a little bit of detail, and I love these little hints of detail. When I'm looking at pages of other scrapbookers, I always look for these little things. I love little details. Now, buttons are really hard to add to a page. So you could stitch them on, just instead of threading it through like I'm doing, you could stitch them on. But I use foam dots because I think they are really sticky and they stay on really well, and they just make it pop off the page even more. I did have a question from one of my viewers asking how I stuck things down to my page, and if I put them in page protectors because they look quite bulky. And yes, I do put them in page protectors, and I don't use a lot of glue. I mainly use staples and foam dots and occasionally a bit of glue, but I find that if I use the staples, it stays a lot better. Here I'm adding a bit of confetti, and I just put some washi tape onto some cardstock, and then using a confetti punch It's a border punch, but I use it for confetti. I just punched out a couple of times, and I'm also adding a few larger circles using a small circle punch as well. There we go. The layer is nearly done. I'm going to pop on a couple more embellishments. And then the tricky part is to start gluing down all the confetti, and that is really, yeah, it takes a little bit of time. It's precision work, as you can see. Here I'm using a glue pen. Okay, this one is from Martha Stewart. Oh, is it from Martha Stewart? I've got a Martha Stewart one, and then I've got this one. I don't know the brand, but they're very similar. I've got two of them, and I just pulled this one out. The Martha Stewart one works really well as well. This lovely heart I still had from the Maggie Holmes collection. A little balloon, just to add a couple of fun elements. And here I had a paper clip left over, and I added a cardstock heart. And there you have it. The layer is nearly complete. I'm going to add a little bit of journaling, and I'm going to mix a kind of washi sticker with my own handwriting, and then the layout is complete. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back really soon with another one, and I am preparing a little mini book class which will be sold on my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and see you very soon. Bye bye.